Hi, welcome back YouTube family. Today we're making homemade laundry detergent and the tools you need. I have the unscented white bar of ZOTE soap. This bar is 14.1 ounces. A painter's stick. You can usually get these free at Home Depot in the painter's department. A 5-gallon bucket. This 5-gallon bucket will make 10 gallons of concentrated laundry detergent. I also have 5 2-gallon size buckets, a paint mixer drill, and you can get this from Home Depot for about $9. It makes mixing much easier. We need a grater and a bowl. I just grate the soap directly into the bowl. Grating the soap is faster when melting. I will be using the larger hose on the grater. However, some people prefer the smaller hose because they say it melts it faster, but I find this method works just fine. First step, let's grate the soap. You know it's best to know how to manage in a survivor mode. Who knows, with the way the world is going today, we're going to have to figure things out. With rising costs and supply issues, knowing how to make a central household product to make things happen like cleaning our clothes is one of the things that is very important that perhaps many people do not even think about. When you have grated the soap down and it gets really small, then go ahead and use the palm of your hand. These blades are sharp. Grating the soap does speed up the melting process. Make sure you get all the soap out of your grater because you don't want to leave anything. Now let's melt the soap. Over here I have a pot of hot water already on the stove, and I'm adding a handful of the shredded soap into the hot water, just a little bit at a time. It's been about 10 minutes so far now. If it does get lumpy, not a problem. Don't stress. Just keep stirring and give it a few more minutes. It usually takes 25 minutes to fully melt. Okay, looking good. And I'm going to fill my 5-gallon buckets with 2 gallons of hot tap water. This makes it easier to mix and avoid lifting a heavy, full bucket. Place the bucket on the floor. Carefully pour the melted soap into the bucket and stir. Now comes the fun part. 1 cup of borax. You know, I have been making homemade laundry detergent for quite some time now, and I personally like the recipe. My grandmother used to make it, and she taught me the recipe. I have since added a couple of ingredients like the game beads and the OxiClean, and it's not harsh on my skin. I have sensitive skin, and I've never had any issues. But you know your skin and your family's skin tolerance, because all skin types are different. So do your own research and experiments as needed. Next, we're going to add 2 cups of the super washing soda. It is important for you to stir after each addition because the hot water helps dissolve everything and you are incorporating all the ingredients together. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of baking soda. Also, I wanted to mention when I was doing my research, just reading some of the feedback from other people talking about the homemade laundry detergent. Nowadays, A lot of us have high efficiency washing machines. I have one, and I haven't had a problem with it. It works well. But once again, do your own research. However, I do run my clean cycle on my washing machine regularly to remove residue that may have accumulated from homemade or store-bought detergents. Okay, next we're going to add 1 cup of OxiClean. The OxiClean is good for whites and for coloreds. And also, just so you know, the good news, the Gain and the OxiClean are optional. Now remember, continue stirring. You want to keep it well mixed. The goal is to prevent separation and to ensure uniformity in the final gel stage. Wow, it really smells nice and is thickening up. If you do decide to add the OxiClean and the Gain beads, just know it is still cheaper than paying for the cost for pre-made detergent. The Gain costs $9 and the OxiClean is $12. These are the only items that really cost the most. This container of OxiClean is 5 pounds and the Gain is the larger size, is 24 ounces. So let's just put this aside. Let's make it smell amazing by adding 1 full cap of the Gain scented beads. A little bit goes a long way. Smells like the store-bought Gain detergent to me. Now remember, stir, 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 stir. Now we need to add the hot tap water to this 5-gallon bucket. You want to leave 1-inch headspace. This gives room for the detergent to expand as it gels over the next few hours. So it's going to take a little while for the gel to set. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, here we go. 4 hours later, it is still a little watery and the water is still a little warm. We have to check it every so often. This is a process, but make sure you stir every so often. A few hours went by checking and stirring. Okay, here we go. Let's see what it looks like. 24 hours later. Oh yeah, this is like the jello texture we have been waiting for. Yay! We are approaching the final line. Let's get the painter's drill bit and get to mixing. Okay, now that the concentrated detergent is completed, let's get the 2-gallon bucket. And what we want to do is just fill these buckets half full with the concentrated detergent and the other half with some tap water. And remember, stir, stir, stir. Put the lid on, and there you have it. Have you tried making homemade laundry detergent before? If so, what is your favorite scent? Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and thanks for watching. God bless.